Welcome to part 2 of future tower videos, tower video remakes, and possible tower videos 4. As you can see, that saved video there is part 1, which has not been uploaded to YouTube yet, but I'll upload it after I make this. So yeah, at the time you're seeing this, part 1 has not been uploaded. So this here is Tower 11. This used to have a flash technology dual strobe, but it's been replaced with what I believe to be a Hue & Phillips Horizon LED, white and red as well. It has a very quick flash, just like the wide fidelity tower. So that's why I believe that they both have the same beacons and stuff. So yeah, they have a quicker flash than most LEDs. There's a water tower. This is an Ozark. Okay, that's Tower 11. Here is Tower number 12. And this here is also this here's another red and white cell tower. Sadly, this one has an LED, but it used to have a Hollywell FlashGuard 30,000B, or Hue & Phillips if you want to call it that. So yeah, I used to have a 3000B dual strobe. I'm not very sure of what type of LED this is, but I believe it's a crappy one with the quick flash, which I really hope not, but that's something that I believe. And they're really close. They're in the same city, Ozark. Yep, Ozark. So yeah, there's that. Now let's move on to the others. This here is Tower 13. This here is your average 2000 cell tower. It's gray. It only has one top on it as well. This is what an average 2000 cell tower looks like. I'm pretty sure this has an LED beacon. Not very sure what type, but it's probably crappy or old school. It's probably, I actually believe that this may have an old school LED. I really hope so, because I don't want it to have a crappy LED. But it's a shame. This tower looks like a tower that would have a flash technology dual strobe, because it looks like it'll fit one. This tower looks like it will fit a dual strobe. So yeah, let's move on to the next tower, which is just down there, I think. This here is Tower number 14. This is another possible tower video. Tower 12 and 13 were possible tower videos, maybe-ish, man. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to make videos of these towers, though. This tower is located on the outskirts of Ozark, Missouri. This is red and white. It's a red and white microwave tower. You're able to see. It has a old school incandescent beacon. I have no idea if it has multiple sets of side markers, but it probably only has one, because I can already see one that looks like it's straight in the middle. So yeah, there's that. That was just quick. I just talked about this quickly. So yeah, it would be nice if there's another tower, a gray tower right next to it with a white only single strobe. That would have been nice, so they can be two opposite towers. So yeah, there's that. This here is these three towers. I may make a video of. It may be possible, and maybe it's just maybe-ish. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance of making these videos, even though I am going to Springfield tomorrow. But that doesn't mean that I would I don't think my parents want to take this highway to go back home, since it's much longer than much longer than what you say taking I-44, which is only an hour and a few minutes. This tower is shrouded in mystery, just like Tower 2 and a bonus tower that I talked about that had the same mystery. This here has a flash technology single strobe. Not very sure what type of single strobe it is. And as you can see, there's something else on there that I don't think that's a beacon. I think that's just some bird, if you're wondering. But there's markers on the tower. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is another rare case of a red and white cell tower, but this is a guide cell tower. which is a red and white guide cell tower, which is more common than the lattice version of this. So yeah, this here has a flash technology single strobe. I'm not very sure if it's an FH306 or 308 or 10, but there's some 2016 Street View that is dark. It's dark, and most towers were on night mode at least. And I seen this tower. I seen a glimpse of the beacon flash, and it was still flashing white. So, and it wasn't very bright. So it wasn't on day mode. It was very dim. So it must have been on night mode. So this must be some white only single strobe. But why are there markers on the tower? That's something that I really have no idea of, and that is not an incandescent beacon. That's not an incandescent beacon. Here, I'll prove it by going here. That must not be an incandescent beacon. That must be some bird, right? Right? Yeah, it must be some bird because it's gone now. But yeah, there's that very mysterious tower indeed. So here's Tower 16. This is another average 2000 cell tower. Has a dual strobe on it. 2 platforms. One of them's holding cell antennas, and it looks like it has a tall antenna on it as well. I don't know if that's a lightning rod or not. It looks too tall to be a lightning rod. There is side markers. I think I spotted something else as well. That's nothing. I thought that was some water tower. Moving on to Tower 16, the newest one of these 3. It was built in 2019. I seen it in person. I seen all 3 of these towers in person. I only seen these 2 towers twice in my life. I seen them both. I believe in 2011, back when me and my family went to Disney World for the very first time, which is in Orlando, and we decided to take a different route. And the thing is, I really don't know if we took this road or not. We may have went down there and passed these towers and just took another highway completely. That may have been the case, but I'm not very sure. But if we just went straight, this goes straight to Springfield. But yeah, back to this tower. I believe it has a modern LED. I don't know, but it does have an LED since it was built in 2019. And I believe it has flashing side markers as well. Unless if it's a very rare case of this having a white only LED, which I don't believe that it has this beacon. Which the last time I seen these 3 towers were back in 2019. We were in Springfield and all that, and I wanted to take this road to see like 4 very tall TV towers that direction down the highway in Fordland. I wanted to see those badly, and everything's going nice and smooth until my sister asked, "Why aren't we home yet?" And then my parents told her that I wanted to take this route home, and it was much longer, like an hour or 2 maybe. I don't know. Well, it's not 2 hours, just an hour and 50 minutes, I think. But my sister did not appreciate it, and she's just like, I want to go home and play on my phone, because she's just some bratty. She was a bratty 12-year-old at the time, or 13 actually. Not very sure, but I'm pretty sure she was a 12-year-old then, because she's now 13 and her birthday is around November. No wait, no, not November. I meant to say January or February. I don't know. It's at the beginning of the year though. I know that. Mine's somewhere in the middle or the end. You can say. So yeah, September 9th, 2004. September 22. So September 22, 2004 is my birthday. Um yeah, I'm not very worried about telling you guys that, because don't know how much information you'll get out of me from that. Nothing important, I guess. I can tell that people were really, really pissed off because of this tower being right behind the church. Just like, holy crap, this is giving people cancer and it's right next to a church. Like, all those Christians are probably just mad at the cell tower, just mad at the cell tower's existence or something. There are some videos I know of. There's a video that I know of some cell tower that was built next to a church like this one, and there were protesters and all that. Like, this tower's going to give us cancer, and it's right next to Jesus's home, and all that. So yeah, but it's a cell tower. You need it for phone calls, 5G or 4G, whatever G you're using. So yeah, there's that. Let's move on. These here are going to be possible cell tower video. Well, what I meant to say remakes. These towers. It is possible to make these towers. I'm going to make a video of these two tomorrow. That's the reason why I want to make this very fast. So starting off with cell tower 19, or I mean 18 actually. This here has a flash technology dual strobe. It still has it, I'm pretty sure, to this day. The last time I seen it, it still had its flash technology dual strobe, and it has working markers as well. Here's Tower 19, which used to have a flash technology dual strobe, but has been replaced with what I believe to be a modern LED. I don't know if it has flashing sign markers or not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have flashing sign markers. Not very sure. I think it was replaced in 2018, back when flashing sign markers were not much of a thing in my area. So yeah, that was the very beginning of the LED of the modern LED takeover in the middle of 2018, or probably the beginning of 2018, maybe. So yeah, there is Tower 18 and 19. This here is Tower 20 and 21. I'm going to be making videos of these towers tomorrow, just like the others, and the others are just a few miles away from these. This one here has a flash technology dual strobe. You're able to see it as well, or it may be different. I don't know, maybe TWR or something. It looks pretty small. And then there's also markers there as well. So that's Tower 20. Let's move on to 21, which is another. It's another Verizon cell tower, which the Verizon cell towers are just clones of each other. So yeah, I did plan on making a video of these two towers back in July when we left Branson for the first time. Before we went back for our second round down there. But the weather was just like what you see right now. It was about to rain, but I think there's more storm clouds. There's storm clouds moving in from that direction. Along with that direction as well, they're just moving in from everywhere, except for behind me, like this here. It's kind of like the atmosphere here right now. It was overcast and stuff. I wanted to make a video of these two towers, but it started sprinkling. I didn't want to waste my parents' time. They wanted to just go home. And eventually we walked into the car, we got to the exit and started to go. And then it just poured on us. So good idea to it was a good idea not making a video of these towers since there's storm clouds right above us. This here used to have a flash technology dual strobe, but now has a modern LED. I'm not very sure about flashing sign markers at all or not. I don't know if it has any. So yeah, there's that. Um, there's Tower 20 and 21. Okay, here's the next tower. This here is a red and white cell tower and microwave tower. And it has a very, very cool top. It's curved a little bit, you can say. There it is. You're able to see the beacons a little bit. It has a white only single strobe, and below it is an old school incandescent beacon. I bet the reason why Aiden wants me to make a video of this tower is because Single strobes and incandescent beacon setups are his favorite thing in the world. So yeah, I think that's the reason why he wants me to make a video of this. I seen this both at day and night. I first seen it at night, I think, or actually, I first seen it at day. That was before I actually known that this tower existed. Even though I was probably more of a tower enthusiast back then, I was more obsessed with towers and stuff than I really am now. I went crazy over them. I would just look at the smallest monopole, like that one there, and I would still be amazed and stuff. I was a weird kid back then. But when back in 2017, we met a famous we saw a famous YouTuber live. His name was Dan TDM. Very big part of my childhood with when it comes to YouTube and stuff. Um, I seen this at day, and, and I looked up at it and I seen the single strobe. I was just like, oh, this tower only shines white. Okay, I wonder why all red and white towers have to have incandescent beacons, and some of them, and then the ones with then the ones with the strobes always have to be white only, like the single strobes and stuff. Like that was a question that went through my head. And then I seen a video of some guy who flew a drone up to this tower. At the time, I didn't know it was this tower here, and and then I read the title. Well, and then I actually know. I seen the incandescent beacon on the tower as well. That's why I found out I had an incandescent beacon. It didn't actually that was before, but I seen the title of the video flying a fly. Actually, I heard what the guy said. He said it was in Nashville. And then this tower came into my mind. I was just like, holy crap! I never known it was this tower. So it does shine red at night. And then there's the beacon still works. There's a video where a guy was driving on this highway. It says I-65, but it's actually I-24. Or I bet I-24 is this here. No, it didn't change, but I seen the incandescent beacon work on this on the video at least. Not back when when I seen it at night, I was too excited to see my two favorite candelabra towers just right down there. They both shine white at day since they have box strobes, and then only one of them shines red at night because it has red strobes as well. The other one only shines white. So yeah, there's that. There's that. The other towers are going to The other towers are going to be in Nashville. So yeah, there's that. This tower. Oh crap! I already lost count. Okay, here's Tower 23. This here is a very tall cell tower. It's not half radio tower, which I'm surprised because of the height of this thing. But you can see cell antennas up there. This tower here has flash technology dual strobes. I've seen it at day and night before. There's actually let's look at it. There's the first pair of markers. There's the beacons. Second pair of markers, and there's a top beacon which you're fairly able to see. But this tower is famous for one thing. When I told you guys that I seen Dan TM in one of his tours, it was down here in Nashville, and we walked back to the hotel. It was dark and all that, and I was looking out the hotel window. You're able to see this tower. You're able to see this tower. It was perfect view and all that. Well, it was at night mode. It was flashing red, and then all of a sudden, these two strobes here went to day mode. They lit up the sky. They really did. But the top strobe was still on night mode, and the markers were still working as well. And then they went back to night mode. And then the top strobe went to day mode, but these were still on night mode. And then it went to emergency night mode for a few seconds. And then it went back to it went back to night mode, and then all three of them went to day mode, and it lit up the sky. Seriously, it looked like lightning. And then the markers, you already know, the markers were shut off. And then all three beacons went to emergency night mode for about only a few seconds, of a very very short amount of time, because I remember only catching one flash of the emergency night mode on all three beacons. So it was it was a very brief glimpse of emergency night mode for all three beacons. Then it just stopped malfunctioning. Sadly, I didn't catch on camera because I'd never known that was going to happen. I never had a YouTube channel back in 2017, because this is when I seen it in 2017. Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen, so I didn't have my camera out. I didn't have my phone out and all that. Actually, I didn't even have a phone then. Yeah, my sister had a phone when she was. My sister got a phone when she was at a very young age, and I just got and I just got my mom's old phone in the middle of 2019. Yeah, kind of sucks, right? Yeah. I don't think they trusted me with a phone because I was very forgetful and all that. Even though you're able to call it and track it wherever it is. But yeah, it was not recorded. But I really hope this happens on a daily basis. So there is a possible chance may catch so I may catch it on emergency night mode, and stuff. May catch that crazy malfunction. So yeah, let's move on. Oh, actually, before I move on, I was on my dad's laptop one day, and I was on Google Maps there, since you're able to change street views in, and I changed street views to like 2011 or 12. I don't remember really, but this tower used to have single strobes. I didn't check on the markers because at that time I didn't really care about markers that much. I didn't really admire them like I do now, since they're now being replaced with flashing sign markers. But this had single strobes on it. I believe that they may have been red and white single strobes that have been replaced with these dual strobes, which it's pretty cool. This may have been this tower may have used to have this may be possible, but may have in one point of its life it may have had white and red single strobes, and that would have been nice. We would all know that this tower used to be the wielder of the all rare white and red beacon, white and red single strobe. So yeah, there's that. Let's move on to the last. Okay, this is going to be very brief because this is a simple tower. This looks like a radio tower. The top beacon, well, I mean, this only has one beacon, but the beacon on it is a Huey and Phillips 3000B dual strobe, so it shines white at day and red at night. And there's some markers on it as well, so yeah, very brief. This may be a possible tower video, maybe-ish, I don't know. I may have to record it from the highway. Get out of here. But I may have to record it from the highway if I ever make a video with this. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so there is a bonus tower in this video as well, and it has one of the rarest beacons that I know of. It's super cool, and the tower itself looks cool itself. You gotta see this. It has a very rare strobe light. I never seen a tower with this strobe light in person before. I never have. I yet to see this in person. But it's in my area, thank God. So yeah, let's catch a glimpse of this very rare tower with a very rare beacon. Nah, bro, I checked you. This here is a meme. This meme has a beacon as well. It's called Beaconless. So, yeah, there's that. And, oh, that's my second channel. Surprisingly, this meme was first created in 2016, which I always thought this was from 2019, which is very weird, very weird. So yeah, there's that. Um, there's my list of future tower videos, tower video remakes, and possible tower videos. Number 4,